Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Gila Monster by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. And so, first of all, if you hadn't watched my last video, um, I've been super busy lately. Have not had a whole lot of time to record videos. And so, finally, today, I had the time, I had the energy, I had everything I needed to finally get some videos recorded. And sure enough, my computer crapped out somehow. I have no idea. Still trying to figure out what's going on with it. And so, um, I was like, all right, well, I still want to record some videos, and so we're just going to make something happen. So I have my phone set up. I have a shitty little lapel mic that I bought a long time ago here. I would put it on my shirt, but I know that too low it doesn't sound as good, and then too high it rubs against my beard, and you get some weird static. And so I'm just holding it for now. If that causes audio mishaps, then I apologize. But in general, just this video is probably going to look and sound a little bit different than it normally does. And so I apologize for that in advance. Um, I have been getting a lot of comments recently about how good my audio quality is, which I really appreciate that feedback. So I apologize if that won't be up to snuff today. But alas, I still wanted to get to some music, and here we are. So at this point, I am a big fan of King Gizzard, and I've kind of fallen a little bit behind. I mean, it's kind of easy to fall behind with just how much music they release and how frequently they release it. Um, and so, yeah, it's kind of easy to fall behind. So I was on YouTube and I saw that they had released this song and then another one called Dragon, which I think it was called Dragon, right? Which I think I should get to hopefully soon as well. Want to catch up on some more King Gizzard because I don't think I've heard anything from them since like Ice Five and Iron Lung, and I don't think there's only two songs I've heard off of that particular album. Anyway, so yeah, I'm a little behind. Let's hope that we can get a little caught up. So with that, let's jump right in. Again, this is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Gila Monster. Here we go. With the guitar.
To the highest skies, so beware ye witches there, lest thee be spied by dragon black. Show no mercy in his net, devour the illy thieves for dead. Gila! 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 Master! Whoa! I'm the healer, but still a witch killer. I'm the healer, cop killer, fake killer. I'm the healer, but still a witch killer. I'm the healer, cop killer, go killer. Diving back, climbing walls, punch the wounds, gun them all. Rage and monster witch brawl. Backlash, battle cry, curveball, push the road to the edge. No sense of forgiveness. I'm the healer, the blood spiller, the witch killer. I'm the healer. Healer, healer, healer. Gila! 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 Master! Whoa! Trickle, projectility, reptile, in the whirlwind, whirlwind that came straight me like something to new. Who was for slave, master of you, abomination, hallucination, revenge is dinner, which is for dinner. I'm the healer, the Godzilla, the blade killer, I'm the killer. I'm the healer, but still a witch killer. I'm the healer, God killer, fake killer.
Is it pronounced Gila monster? Because I was pronouncing it Gila monster, which I assume it's a type of lizard. I mean, I mean, just looking at this picture, I don't know if that's representative of anything, but because it sounded like maybe it was just the accent or the way that he was singing it, but it sounded like they were singing Gila monster. I have no idea. Anyway, I like that a whole lot. I like that a lot. You know, Infest the Rat's Nest is one of my favorite King Gizzard albums, and it might be the only one I've heard from start to finish, if I'm being honest. No, I've also heard None Got Infinity from start to finish. Um, those two, I guess there is no finish with None Got Infinity, technically, right? But yeah, so I've heard those two albums all the way through, and I think those might be the only two albums I've heard all the way through. So when I say it's my favorite, it's one of two, right? But I just really like their approach to like heavy metal, thrash metal, and I ended up watching one of their full like KEXP sets where they did songs from Infest the Rat's Nest, and then afterwards, Cheryl, I think Cheryl Waters is her name. She interviews them, and she talks about how like heavy metal and thrash metal was a huge influence on like Stu McKenzie growing up. Um, and that he knew he eventually wanted to make like that kind of music, and so I say all that because I think like the influence is definitely there. This reminds me of again, very thrash metal, but it reminds me of like early Metallica. It reminds me of like Motorhead, Megadeth, a lot of that really good early thrash metal, especially in the vocals with like the faster paced delivery to go along with the faster paced instrumentals. So just a lot of fun to be had in this one. Really glad they're getting back to heavy metal. I like all their styles. I saw a post the other day that made me laugh. Um, it was somebody, and I hope they were being ironic or being silly, but they said something like Taylor Swift has mastered all four genres of music, which I thought was hilarious. And then I saw another post, like a follow up, like a day or two later, where someone just took the name Taylor Swift and replaced it with King Gizzard. King Gizzard has mastered all four genres of music, and again, that gave me a good chuckle. But to me, that one feels a little bit more true because they've just released so many different albums with so different, many different like styles and genres. Right? They have heavy metal albums. They have like this sort of old spaghetti western, soundtrack album. They have pure psychedelic. They have experiments with microtonal music. They have just so many different types of music that they've created. They typically tend to come back to that rock and roll, psychedelic rock uh, genre, but I mean they've really branched out, and so I think they do metal really, really well. So I really enjoyed this one. Let's break it down piece by piece, like we always do. Of course, starting with those lyrics. It does say here that Gila Monster, or I guess Gila Monster, where did it go? There it is the first single off Petro Dragonic. Is it Dragonic or Draconic? Dragonic Apocalypse. The track was first revealed during the band's European leg of their tour. Although the track was played at various tour stops, its first appearance was at the uh, Papa, Papo, Papodium 013 in the Netherlands on March 4th, 2013. The track was first revealed for the new album through an Instagram post on May 4th. So I'm really behind. I mean, June as of this recording. So um, 2023 showing a still from the music video. Behind the scenes photos were later posted on May 7th. The fourth photo showing a clapperboard showing the production as Gila Monster. Okay, let's take a look at those lyrics. And I will say, like with that faster paced delivery and just the way he sung it, I did not catch a lot of a lot of what he was actually saying. So definitely need to read these lyrics to fully understand. So let's see. Anon a giant monster roams, creature of magic, not of home. He didst gobble each hag he found. Screams didst echo a chilling sound. With every Wiccan he did devour, he'll grow in strength and size and power, until one day upon his back he'll sprout wings, a fearsome pack. With each meal, Gila grows more a biblical beast of ancient lore, with fire in belly, flames in eyes. The beast rise to the highest skies. So beware, you witches fair, lest thee be spied by dragon glare. I'll show no mercy, it is said, but devour thee and leave thee for dead. That makes a lot of sense when you look at the music video. They were wearing these sort of like draconic, zoom in here just because I just forgot I'm on my iPad and I can do that. But yeah, like what they were wearing, like the sort of the mages robes right throughout, and the Gila monster, I guess, is swallowing up witches. So there's maybe some sort of magical battle going on here or something. So Let's see, Gila, Gila, Gila monster. I'm gonna tap on it and just see what it says. Don't. What are you doing here? Oh yeah, I was right. It is a lizard. A Gila monster is a species of venomous lizard native to the southwestern United States and the northwestern Mexican state of Sonora. Because the helodermatids have remained relatively unchanged morphologically, they are occasionally regarded as living fossils. That's kind of interesting, since the theme of the album seems to be about petrol slash fossil fuels and the destruction of Earth that comes with it. It seems only natural that the witches try to summon an all powerful living fossil to take revenge. Interesting. I was kind of wondering where the environmental message would come in, just because knowing King Gizzard, they do seem to work that in quite a bit. So anyway, let's keep on with those lyrics. So I'm the Gila blood spiller, witch killer. I'm the Gila card dealer, fate sealer. I'm the Gila blood spiller, witch killer. I'm the Gila Godzilla gorilla. Diamondback climbing walls, puncture wounds, torn and mauled, raging monster, witch brawl, backlash, battle cry, curveball, pushed and probed to the edge, no sense of forgiveness. I'm the Gila, the blood spiller, the witch killer. I'm the Gila, 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 Gila monster. Turncoat projectile, idiot reptile, born in the whirlwind, feral wonderkind or kind. Excuse me. Petty feline summoned anew, once was slave master of you, abomination, hallucination, revenging sinner, witches for dinner. I'm the Gila, the card dealer, the fate sealer. I'm the Gila. I'm the Gila blood spiller, witch killer. I'm the Gila card dealer, fate sealer. I'm the Gila blood spiller, witch killer. I'm the Gila Godzilla gorilla. Growing immensely and vastly in size, summoned from the Wicca to their demise, sprouting wings, demonic features, horny for bloodlust, lord of pagan creatures, blacker than space, its eyes are distant suns, devouring its disciples, like mischievous sons in the forest of the mind. So it's like the witches, raised up the Gila monster, and now the Gila monster eats them. That's what it sounds like to me. Like mischievous sons in the forest of the mind runs a torrent of fire. The real me beneath the liar. I bide my time to don my crown. Tasered bull, gore the clown. Compared to me, a pulsar is a lighter flame. Compared to mine, their Wicca is a mere child's game. Gila, Gila, Gila monster. My eyes feel like they're made of light. Boots. What is that word? I'm gonna tap on it. See what Genius can tell me here. Uh, there it is. A Bootes void, named after the constellation Bootes, is also known as the Great Void or the Super Void. It's a gigantic region of space which appears to be largely devoid of galaxies and lacks any observable light. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. By suggesting that a Bootes void would be filled with light, emphasize the effect King Gila has on the universe. Okay. So Booty's void would be made bright. I will blind you in the Haddle zone. Also don't know what that is. Emperor of the abyss below, annihilation of planet Earth, and the beginning of merciless damnation. Oh, regret, what a cloud of dread with a cold hand of death. Ahead, oh, desperation, what a mind killer. All hail King Gila. So, whatever King Gila is, it is super powerful, and it eats witches, I guess. And so, yeah, it's, can we, like, not that's what I miss about my computer. I'm like, ads everywhere. Jesus. Anyway, yeah, no. Lyrically, it's interesting. Again, I always tend with King Gizzard to wonder where that environmental message is going to come in, because it typically does. But yeah, I think regardless, the song was written in a way that was really fun. And has that sort of fantastical element to it. And of course, in the music video, you had like Stu riding a horse. It looked very Lord of the Rings esque, So I can always get down with that. So with that, I'll give it 2 thumbs up. Lyrically, that was pretty cool. As far as instrumentation and vocals go, I like the vocal style. It was fast paced. It really matched what they were doing instrumentally, and it was kind of gruff and heavy. Really perfect for that, again, that like sort of thrash metal vibe they were going for. And then instrumentally, the guitar, I think the main guitar riff was just a lot of fun. It was easy to just jam out to throughout. um, and then like the little guitar solo that we got was also really cool and really fun to listen to. I think everything worked. The opening drum fill was really neat, and then you got good drumming throughout. Just everything, yeah, everything really worked for me here. It was nice. It was heavy. It was fast paced. It was only 4 minutes long. It felt a little bit longer than that because I think it was so fast paced. And honestly, I could have listened to that song. I could have listened to 2 or 3 more minutes of that song. It was just so fun. So, yeah, I really enjoyed it. So as far as instrumentation and vocals go, I'll give it 2 big thumbs up there. And as far as replay value goes, I think this one definitely makes the playlist. I had a great time listening to it. I just like King Gizzard in general as well. And so I feel like most of the songs I hear from them, the vast majority I hear from them, make the playlist. Honestly, can't wait to listen to this one again. I kind of waffle back and forth between liking metal and then kind of stepping away from it for a little bit. So this might be the step back in for a little bit. So with that, 2 big thumbs up goes on the playlist. Can't wait to listen to it again. And hey guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for sticking around. As always, if you enjoyed the music, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And of course, if you enjoyed what you saw here on the channel, consider supporting the channel by just doing all the normal stuff you do on YouTube. Like and subscribe and comment with your requests, because I'm always taking those. You can even check out the description if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.